Peace and blessings, y'all, in this corner boxing 24. Good evening, good evening. How's everyone doing this evening? Hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing pretty good on this side as always. God is great, God is good, and I can't complain. So, I want to talk a little bit about an upcoming mega fight that I can't wait to see it. And that fight is none other than a match between Shakur Stevenson and Tank Davis. Now, I see the angling that's happening already. And I think this fight will be the biggest fight, even over Bud and Errol Spence. Pardon me, we know that's a big, big fight, mega fight. But I think Tank and Shakur is going to be even greater than that. Tank did some very good numbers with Ryan Garcia. Let's remember, Tank is a draw, but Ryan Garcia has a lot of fans. You can call them YouTubers, you can call them whatever they want, but people were watching him. People did come to see him as well. So he helped generate those pay-per-views. Tank didn't do that by himself. You gotta remember that. Okay? So Shakur Stevenson and Tank is gonna be a mega fight. But the angling that's happening is that, the way Floyd Mayweather is doing this, he threw it out there last week that he would like to see Tank fight Teofimo Lopez and Shakur fight Devin Haney. So he put it out there subtly, like, so people could kind of look at that and bite on that. And, he's a promoter. He got some juice. He got some clout. He got some leeway. And that's something he can definitely make happen. I don't know if he can, definitely Tank and Lopez, he can make that happen. And he can kind of persuade or kind of influence Tank, Shakur, and Devin Haney fighting, pardon me. I don't think it should go like that. Teofimo Lopez lost to Kambosos. Devin Haney, well, let's back up. Teofimo Lopez had his biggest win when he beat Lomachenko. Then after he beat Lomachenko, he was on that high. He got real cocky, he got real arrogant. And then he fought Kambosos and he got knocked right back down, which is usually what happens when you're not humble. They say when you're not humble, you get humiliated, and that's what happened to Teofimo Lopez. So Devin Haney, who had been trying to fight Lomachenko, he finally gets his shot on May 20th coming up next month. But he's the undisputed champ now because he beat the man who beat the man. Kambosos beat Teofimo Lopez, and then Devin Haney went to Australia twice in a row within a year and beat Kambosos. Because what happened to Kambosos? He got arrogant, he got cocky, and he got humiliated by Devin Haney. So now, you're looking at Devin Haney and Lomachenko on May 20th. Tank just beat Ryan Garcia, and Shakur Stevenson just moved to 135. Opening fight with Yushiero Yoshino. And he got a stoppage in that fight. He was beating him in that fight. He was doing really good. And he opened his way up into 135. His bodies looked good. He looked strong. He looked powerful, fast, smart, as always. But he's grown into his body. Right? He looks real good. I believe Shakur Stevenson and Tank should fight. But then again, Devin Haney is undisputed, so he has a lot to say about that. So I think Devin Haney would probably get the shot first. But I don't like the way Floyd is trying to angle that and say, well, Tank should fight Teofimo Lopez because he's coming off of a loss and then a close fight, his last fight, Teofimo Lopez. He didn't look too hot. And Josh Taylor is not no pushover. So if it's a fair fight, Josh Taylor might win. Josh Taylor might beat Teofimo Lopez, and then what happens? Then we got to go back to the drawing board, right? So I don't know. You put that out there, but that may not even happen. Now, if he beats Josh Taylor, does that mean he still deserves to get a fight with Tank? I still don't believe that because that fight is at 140 anyway. So where's he going to fight Tank at? 135? That's going to be another thing because Tank didn't want to fight Ryan Garcia at 135. And Teofimo Lopez is definitely a big, solid dude. He definitely going to rehydrate way more pounds, I believe, than Ryan Garcia. So if they're worried about Ryan Garcia, I'm sure they're going to be worried about Teofimo Lopez. I believe that Devin Haney should get the shot or actually give the shot. Let me say that. He's the undisputed champion at 135. Tank is the draw, a bigger draw, because he's with the right people, the right promotion, and that's just what it is. But Devin Haney got all the belts. So you got to meet halfway. You can't just say it got to be all Tank's way. It can't go like that because this man is undisputed. I think Devin Haney should be able to give him a shot. And then the winner of Devin Haney and Tank should fight Shakur. That's what I think. I don't know who wins that fight. That's a very close fight. I give Tank some advantages. I give Devin Haney some advantages. One thing I know for sure, Devin Haney is not going to fall for the traps. He's not going to fall for the tricks. And he's a good boxer, great jab. That's going to be a problem. And he got some power too. He got some pop in his hands. So that's a very, very good fight. And the winner fights Shakur Stevenson. I like Shakur as the last man standing. I have no problem saying that. I think he beats Devin Haney and Tank. That's just me. And those that don't think that, you'll see. I think he beats both of them. Closer fight with Tank. But I still think he outpoints him. And that's the fight, man, that I think the fans deserve to see Devin Haney undisputed and Tank and then Shakur Stevenson. Now the other dilemma is going to be Devin Haney really can't stick around at 135 too much longer. So he's going to want to go to 140. Now Tank has fought at 140. He fought Barrios there. So I don't see why he can't fight at 140 because he did it already and that'll be closer to his walk-around weight. That'll be better for him. They said he got power like a middleweight or light heavyweight, so I don't see what the issue is. But he's comfortable at 135. I get it. But to fight Devin Haney, I don't know. Devin Haney gonna have to make a decision if he's gonna fight him at 135 or 140. Shakur just got to 135, so he's good. So we got to see who's going to get the shot first. But at the end of the day, those two deserve the shot. Those three to me deserve to fight each other. I think Lopez, he kind of put himself on the back burner with that loss to Kambosos and that close win his last fight. That's what I think. Besides the fact of some comments he just made about black fighters and ESPN. That's something he should have said, put his foot in his mouth. That's a whole nother story, a whole nother video. But I want to see the best fight the best. And the fans want to see that, and they deserve it. So that's my take on it, man. You know, we'll see who has the sway in this, of the persuasion of Floyd making that comment, if it holds true, if it sticks. I hope it doesn't go that way because we want to see Shakur, man. He came in the door, man, with a stoppage at 135, and I know he's ready, man. He's eager, he's hungry, he's ready to take over, man, 135, and even 140 at some point. He's a problem. You know what I mean? So nobody hating on anybody else. I love Devin Haney too. Those are all close fights to me, man. I don't see no stoppages in those fights. I see close wins, 12-round fights. I don't see nobody getting stopped or KO'd in those fights between all three of them. I just see very tactical, close fights. You got boxers. All three are good boxers. All three got some movement. Shakur probably have a little bit more intent than Devin Haney, but they all have good boxing skills. They got the fundamentals. Shakur got that defense. Tank got the power, and Devin Haney got that jab and some decent power himself and some combinations, man. So they all bringing something to the table. You know, Shakur got them combinations too. He racks up, the points, and it's gonna be interesting, man. I just can't wait to see it. All right, so that's all I really got, y'all. Peace and blessings in this corner boxing 24. Please subscribe to the page. Please leave your comments. Let me know how you feel. Everybody be safe. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Peace.